Right, so following the PowerPoint from Georgia O'Keeffe, we're now going to have a go at making our own flower. So we're going to look at a dandelion today, which is really simple of the things you'd have at home. So you're going to need some white paint. Now remember from last time, if you don't have any white paint, you can use poster paint. If you have some of that at home, if you don't have any paint at all, you can use some corn flour, so 2 tablespoons of corn flour and 1 tablespoon of water, which will give you white poster paint. Then you will just need a toilet roll, just a simple toilet roll, and I'm sure we've got a lot of those in at the moment. Okay, then you're going to need a paintbrush. If you're at home and you don't have a paintbrush, you could just use a cotton bud. That will give you the same effect because you're just going to use the little end piece. And cotton wool. Now when I did this at home, I didn't have cotton wool, so you can just use ice and sugar, but I'll show you how to do that later. So let's get started. On a black piece of card, we are just going to have a quick look of what we could do with it. So with your toilet roll, you're going to cut with your scissors little strips, just little tiny strips, and bend them over. Okay, with your scissors. Remember, if you're at home, you may need an adult with you if they're very sharp scissors. So not all the way up, just halfway up. You're just going to snip it until you get a shape like this. Looks a little bit like an octopus. Okay, next stage is you're going to put it into the paint. Now you might need to make sure you've got newspaper down on your table because it could get a little bit messy. Right, once dipped in the paint, you're going to put it onto your paper.
So when you're on time.
Right, so the next stage is you turn the paper around a little bit and you dab it again on both. And then you turn your page round and you dab it again on both. And it gives you a little bit of a look like that. Next stage, you can use your cotton bud or the end of your paintbrush and you dot around the top. Now this will take a while. What I did at home is I used some cotton buds and I attached them together. So 3 or 4 and I attached them with an elastic band. So you dot it going round the outside. And as you can tell, it doesn't have to be really, really neat. As you get away with this, with having a bit of an experimentation and having a bit of fun. So you go around, next one you go around. So still just dotting it. All the way around. Right, the next stage, you dot in the middle on both of them. And then using the paint that's already on your paintbrush or cotton bud, you just do lines across. You may want to dip it in a little bit more, but it doesn't have to be perfect. Yeah, making like a little star. Next stage, you're going to make your stem. So you're going to go from your circle in the middle all the way down. And don't worry if it doesn't come out properly, because that's the fun. Okay, so you've made your stem. Now with your paintbrush you can add some more circles around the outside. You'll feel like you've gone a little bit dotty, but this also fits in with our previous topic, which was pointillism. So a bit of going back to know what you've learnt before. Right. Once you think you've gone dotty, the last bit to do, very nice quick activities with your cotton wool, you are then going to slightly smear it. Okay, so you're not rubbing, you're just dabbing. Now at home, I didn't have any cotton wool. So I used a little bit of ice and sugar in a little bit of a sieve, and I just blew it, and it gave quite the same effect. But as you can see, there are your quick and easy dandelions.